Howdy fellas, we're now at this section of the video where I'll be actually making a page for each individual product. Well, I mean, I won't be coding a new structure and new layout for each page, but I will make a reusable structure and layout that can apply to any kind of product I make. This should save the most time and effort. Alright, well, I mean, I'll see you in the structure design phase. It's not going to be Adobe XD, it's going to be Google Drive. So I'm looking at Google Drive right now, and what you see here is a document that outlines how an e-commerce site product package will be priced. I went over all the scenarios, how I'd charge for each component, add-on, revision. It's all here, but it's maybe lacking a bit of structure. If I want to turn this into a web page, I'm going to have to really define a reusable structure so that I don't have to code a billion pages for a billion products that I plan to sell. I am going to now really just go over this document, try to organize it, try to make it so that a structure can be seen from this document. Once a structure is obvious, I will then transfer that structure format into this document. This document's called product structure / template. From here, I could copy and paste this file and then replace the data with new product data for new products I'd like to sell. Straightforward enough. So, I mean, I'll get to it. Look, I was just working on the template and I just got a little too excited to I just got a bit excited. I just wanted to record myself. I'm really liking the whole approach so far of being able to make products very reusable in a very structured format. Yes, each product page will look very similar to each other, but at the same time, I will have the flexibility to add, remove new products as I may need them. You know, as time goes on, I may hear people say, oh, man, I wish you offered blockchain technology services. I mean, like, that's what everyone wants. And like, if I hear that all the time, okay, I'll make a blockchain technology product. I'll have to get up to speed on how to use Solidity or some technology like that, but if I wanted to add that service, I definitely could through this new system I'm making. So as time's going on, I'm really starting to think that this is going to be a good investment. Anyways, I'll show you my progress on the document on Google Docs. So this right here is the design I've come up with based off this previous bit of data I had. It's a lot more simple, and it's going to lend itself very well towards designing a actual visual graphic user interface, and it's probably going to work well in Sanity Studio. I could imagine putting all of this data into different schemas, nesting the schemas inside of each other. It all looks like it supports that. As you can see, it's very hierarchical. Hold on, the hierarchy is defined by the font size. The bigger the font size, the higher the level it's going to be in the schemas. And I'll see you in Adobe XD. So here we are. This is the design I came up for the products page. You'll notice this looks very similar to the landing page. I plan to just reuse that section from the landing page for the products page. I found, I think it'll work really well. It'll be pretty interesting. From here, this is where I show you what it all comes with. There'll be a see more button, so it doesn't just go on forever. I spent a lot of time trying to decide exactly how I wanted this to look. I decided to go for a boring but straight to the point look. Really, it was a matter of a good middle ground between saving time and creating a good design. Alrighty, so let's look at the rest of the design. This is what I've made in the time since. This is not actually new. This already exists in a template part of the template part of the website I made. Basically, it's a bit of code I did not make, but I will modify to suit my needs because it doesn't look exactly like this. What I'm going to do is get something in between the template and how it looks here. Just get the best of both. From here, this is how I plan to show off the prices of individual components or sections or design components, whatever. It doesn't have to be development components. This is a very flexible kind of layout. From here, this is where I show the technical debt policy. This is just some generic, this is just some text that just lets them know what technical debt is, how it affects the project. But right here at the bottom paragraph, this will be specific to the project. It will show you exactly how much you'd expect to pay. And this right here is where you'll see the price of the whole entire package. It's the same design from before, copied and pasted, just a little different. You know, I noticed it got the job done too well to just not copy and paste it. And from here, at the very bottom, you'll see a contact form with a pre-written out message that they can send if they like. And that about sums it up. Okay, quick update. So I'm going to show you what exactly has been done over the past couple of days, although for you it has been less than a millisecond. All right, so let's go to the product section. And what is new exactly? Well, when you scroll down to a product, you can now click on the image or this title or this eye thing. It will bring you to the stuff I made. It's basically information about the product, in case you don't want to just order now. This right here is basically every product. When you click on it and get info about it, it's going to be its own landing page. You could tell it's going to be like the landing page because this is basically the landing screen right here, except the text here is different. This image here is going to change once I add the capability to do that. Down here, we can see I added in the components from the design. They are now all coded in, and they are fully responsive. As you can see it on mobile, and it just seems to be working and all. A little lower, here's a pricing table. It's all full of dummy data. It doesn't mean anything. And it seems to all be working well. So it kind of came to my attention that I haven't really been showing any kind of code whatsoever, which may leave the impression that I may not know how to code. So right now live, I'm just going to make it so that the landing screen for each individual product will show the image that I specify on the Sanity Studio I have set up. Okay, yeah, so what I need to do is get the raw component, and I need to specify what this image is called. Cannot read property asset of undefined. Okay, well, that shows I don't really know what's happening inside raw.s, so let's debug that. So here we are. This will be the final update for this video. I'm going to navigate to the new section I made. It's basically a info page for a product called Singularity e-commerce. And there'll be many products on this site eventually. Right now, I have the Singularity e-commerce site all populated with data. And as you can see, this is kind of like its own landing page. If I were to run an ad campaign, I'd have this page be an endpoint if I was trying to sell this product, or I could use another product as an endpoint. You know, I built this to be very flexible. And, you know, when they visit this page, they'll see exactly what they're getting when they go for this product. It'll show how much they can expect to pay for revisions, features, and add-ons. A little lower here is the technical debt policy. I just briefly explain what technical debt is and whether or not they should use it in the project. And then here's the policy specific to this particular product. At the very bottom, there's a call to action where they can order. And, you know, it shows the price and whatnot. When you click on this, there's no Stripe payment set up as of yet. But, you know, there is this form where they can purchase, they can ask me to start this deal. And yeah, that about sums up the products page. So guys, that's gonna about sum it up for today's development documentation vlog. I'm glad you've watched it this far. It's been a really long journey on my end though. For you, each cut was, you know, instant, but for me, you know, there's been weeks in between each cut basically. So I'm glad you've watched it this far. It's been a long journey for me. And one thing before you go, I've actually teamed up with the CPP, and we have a deal set up where every time you visit my site, the first 10 times you visit my site, you'll get 10 social credit points. So by the end of visiting my site 10 times, you'll get 100 social credit points. And I know this is a stereotype, but wait, there's more. If you actually go through and purchase a product on my site, you will get 100 social credit points. So basically, by the end of taking advantage of these deals, you will get 200 social credit points. Now, however you plan to use those social credit points, it's up to you. So, I mean, I'm just here to help you out. I hope you take advantage of this deal because, yeah, it's a great deal. I'm glad the CPP reached out to me for this deal. Okay, and that's about it, guys. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. See you later.